looking for other pilots and crew members back in '94.
Vietnam veteran Nate Schaefer always wanted to reunite with his fellow Army buddies, like Russ Hauser of Youngstown.
Me and Nate were both in the same platoon. Bruce was the officer in their platoon.
But starting 17 years ago, Nate of Spencerville had one goal.
If I could find the helicopter I flew in, I'd like to be able to acquire it some way.
He eventually found that chopper, and this past year learned it was being thrown away for scrap.
It had like 21 world records for flight. It flew with the National Guard in Chicago, then it flew in the National Guard in New York.
So Nate, a gunner during the war, recently traveled all the way to Arizona to rescue the helicopter he flew almost every day.
And I kept it for 18 days, and we stripped it down, cleaned it, sanded it, and painted it, and it looks exactly like it did in Vietnam.
The helicopter now has a permanent home in Ohio, on display at the Mott's Military Museum in Groveport.
Goosebumps, I had the biggest goosebumps everywhere.
His pilot, Bruce Campbell of Ashtabula, couldn't believe the sight.
When I sat down in the seat, looking at the console, and lots go rushing through. I mean, so much.
But this isn't the only piece of the war that's resurfaced in Nate's life. A fellow soldier found his missing dog tags, and another also had a surprise at a reunion.
And he brought back a pair of jump wings that I had, and they were lodged in a bunk where I slept. And he dug them out, and he kept them for 25 years.
But this piece of history is one that these three veterans will never forget, and are glad it has a place to finally call home.
The chance of getting it, I thought about it all the time. I'm going to get it, and I was determined to get it. And luckily it worked out that basically I did get it.
Annette Lawless, Fox 8 News.
There's a white tail boom. This is the one I went down.
Which one was that? Oh, in the river?
In the river.